Good morning friends. In this lecture we are going to discuss about the derivation for cylinder case. And what is our objective? The first objective is to determine the temperature distribution, and the second objective is to determine the heat transfer rate, capital Q. Okay. What is temperature distribution? To find out the value of temperature at any position. Okay. And what is heat transfer rate? Okay. Heat transfer rate is amount of heat flowing per unit time through the material. Okay. At particular position. Okay. Now this is cylinder. In last two derivations we have seen it for slab. And which equation we have used for it? To start with the derivation, Cartesian coordinate, because that is the case of wall or a slab. Now here it is a cylinder, so we are going to make use of the general heat conduction equation in cylindrical coordinates. Okay. First I will specify under which conditions. First thing is steady state one dimensional heat conduction. One dimensional heat conduction. Okay. The second condition is, of course, with heat generation. With heat generation, because last derivation also we have seen for the heat generation case. So it's with heat generation. Next condition is now the boundary conditions. For that I want to write the third condition, and that condition is specified wall temperature case. Okay. Now I will, with this condition I will try to draw the figure. Now let us consider a solid cylinder. Let us consider a solid cylinder of having radius capital R. Why I am writing capital R? Why I am not writing small r? The reason is I want to put the limits here. From here, small r is equal to, r means radius. Here r is equal to 0, and here the value of r is, rather than writing small r, I will put it as capital R. So as r value is changing from 0 to capital R, that's why I have used different symbols. Okay, small r is used as a general radius, and this capital R is the total radius, the full radius of this solid cylinder. Okay. Now let us say this wall temperature is Tw. This wall temperature is Tw. Only this boundary condition is given. It is not exposed to any surrounding fluid. That is not given here. So only specified wall temperature case, it is not mentioned it is exposed to surrounding fluid. That will be your second derivation. In the case of cylinder, we are saying only first derivation. In that only wall temperature is mentioned. It is not mentioned it is exposed to surrounding fluid. Okay. So this is the case only. Now this material is having thermal conductivity K, and the heat is generated, because it is the case of heat generation, G in watt per meter cube, the volume of this cylinder. Now it is a cross section. This cylinder is what? It's a cross sectional area what I have shown here. How it is solid cylinder? If I am drawing isometric of this, it is like this. What I have shown here is this. Okay, this is of capital R radius, and let us say this one is nothing but length of the cylinder. This one is the length of the cylinder. Okay. Now just take an example of A. We are solving the problem of let's take an example of one pipe. Okay, one pipe. But it is a solid rod. It is a solid rod. Rather than calling it as a pipe, I will call it as a rod. Just say this is the pen, which you are considering it as a solid pen. It has a radius R is equal to capital R. Okay, here radius is R here, and you are looking on this side. So this is the figure what I have shown, and it is generating heat. I will give a practical application of it. Current carrying electrical conductor. Electrical conductor are mostly made up of copper. So this copper wire is a solid wire. It is not a hollow wire. So it's a solid wire. Whenever the current is flowing through it, the heat is generated. So it is an example of internal heat generation case. So whenever the problem comes of current carrying conductor, how much heat it has to dissipate away. So such kind of examples we can solve with the help of these particular derivations. Okay, because current carrying electrical conductors, they are always generating the heat, because when the current flows across any resistance, copper, it is conductive material, but it offers certain resistance for electricity. So because of that electrical resistance, the heat is generated. If that heat is not dissipated away, that copper winding or that copper conductor may burn because of excessive heating. So we have seen the concept of critical radius of insulation. We are fitting the insulation on a copper wire. Why? Because to resist the shock. But there is another purpose of that insulation, by taking care of the concept of critical thickness or critical radius of insulation, to increase the heat transfer rate, not to decrease. So that we have seen in earlier lecture. So solving such kind of thermal systems, why I am calling that electrical conductor as thermal system? Because it generates heat when the current is flowing. So such cases we are going to utilize this particular expression. So I think you understood this. I will start with now which coordinate equation we can use for solid cylinder. Cartesian, cylindrical or spherical? Yes, of course, cylindrical coordinate system, because it is a case of cylinder. So I will use general heat conduction equation. General heat conduction equation in cylindrical coordinate system. What is that? 1 by r. Just recall the previous lecture. 1 by r d by dr of r dt by dr plus 1 by r square d square t by d theta square and d square t by dz square plus g by k is equal to 1 by alpha dt by dt. Now just put the conditions given. Steady state. I am going to put the steady state. What is steady state? Steady state means dt by dt is 0. So this term gets cancelled. This term gets cancelled. One dimension. Now spherical coordinate, there are three coordinates. What are they? R, theta, angle with respect to x axis, and distance along z. Okay. So as there are only one dimension, this theta and z is neglected. So corresponding to this theta, which is the term? This is the second term. This is neglected. Corresponding to z, which is the term? This is the third term. So this is also neglected. Okay, this is also neglected. So what remains? One dimension is only r term remains. This is the first term, that is including r. So this term remains. Which heat generation is this term remains as it is. This term, because of steady state, is already 0. So write down the remaining expression. What is that? 1 by r d by dr of r dt by dr. Okay, plus this is cancelled, plus z by k is equal to 0. Okay. Now next, 1 by r. Just reshuffle the term d by dr, r dt by dr. This I will take on this side, so plus become minus z by k, minus z by k. Now transfer this r, because I want to integrate this expression. For integration I want only d by dr term on this side. So transfer this r on this side. What it becomes? Okay, I am coming here. So d by dr, r dt by dr is equal to, r is multiplication, यहाँ डिनोमिनेटर पे था, यहाँ वो मल्टीप्लिकेशन में आएगा. So it is minus zr by k. Okay, now we are ready for the first integration. Okay, do it. पहले इंटीग्रेशन में this d by dr gets cancelled, so it becomes what? r dt by dr is equal to minus z r square upon twice k. इसका इंटीग्रेशन क्या होगा? g r square upon twice k. Okay, r का g by k is constant, g by k is constant. r का इंटीग्रेशन क्या होगा? Anybody? r square by 2. So minus g r square by twice k plus c1. Okay, plus c1. Okay. Now हमें सिर्फ सेकंड इंटीग्रेशन करना है, क्योंकि मुझे क्या चाहिए? टेम्परेचर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चाहिए. क्या चाहिए? टेम्परेचर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. तो मुझे कैपिटल T चाहिए. तो मुझे सेकंड इंटीग्रेशन करने के लिए यार मुझे इस तरफ शिफ्ट करना पड़ेगा. सो डू इट. dt by dr is equal to, this r will be shifted to this side. तो यहाँ जाके वो डिवाइड होगा. तो minus z r square by r square divided by r means एक r कैंसिल होगा, तो gr by twice k plus c1 by r. So dt by dr के एक्सप्रेशन को आपको हमेशा इक्वेशन 1 बोलना है. We have seen last two derivations. In that derivation we have already done These numbers we are using why? Because we have to take the reference of these equations in further part of the derivation. Okay, so dt by dr को हमेशा नंबर 1 बोलना है, याद रखोगे. So dt by dr is equal to minus gr by twice k plus c1 by r. Just integrate it again because I am interested in temperature distribution, capital T. So T is equal to, do it, minus g r square upon 2 and r square by 2, it becomes 4k. See here, g by 2k is constant, minus g by 2k is constant. What is the integration of r? R square by 2. So what it becomes? Gr square divided by 4k. Gr square divided by 4k. Now plus what is the integration of c1? C1 is constant, 1 by r. What is the integration? Yes, you are right, natural log of r plus another constant c2. So this is your second expression, that is equation 2. पहला एक्सप्रेशन dt by dr का होगा और दूसरा एक्सप्रेशन कैपिटल T का होगा. Now what are the boundary conditions? जैसे स्लैब के लिए लिखा था हमने वैसे लिखेंगे. At r is equal to 0, can you guess where will be your maximum temperature? Anybody can tell me. Just look at this figure. Where will be the maximum temperature? The heat is generated inside the element, and you know it is a symmetric from all sides because it is a cylinder. The radius is same from all sides, so it is a symmetric. Just take an example. A hot rod is taken out from the furnace and it is kept in surrounding. Let's take an example. At any point of time, can you tell me where is the maximum temperature exists? Yes, it exists at the core. Core means center part. So this point, this is the center of the rod. Okay, this is the center of the cylinder where you will get T. Where you will get what? T maximum. Okay, T maximum at the center. So what I should write? Center is given by r is equal to, what is the radius at center? R is equal to 0. So at r is equal to 0, T is T max. At r is equal to 0, T is equal to T max. And आपको पता है T max means what, right? T जब maximum होता है तब you can write dt by dx instead of writing x, because now there is no thickness as such, there is a radius. Which coordinate here? It's not a Cartesian coordinate, it is now cylindrical coordinate. So we have to take care of r. It's not x. So dt by dr is equal to 0. Now you know it. Whenever temperature is maximum, dt by dr always becomes 0. You know from mathematics, maximum condition. Anything is maximum and you are differentiating it with respect to some variable, you can always write is equal to 0 for maxima or minima condition. You know this from mathematics. T is max, so dt by variable is what? Radius is changing from center, r is equal to 0 to r is equal to r. So what is variable? R increase होते capital R बना यहाँ. Okay, so variable is capital radius. So in slab में variable क्या था? X is equal to 0 to x is equal to L. Here r is equal to 0 to r is equal to r. So r is variable here. So T is equal to 2 max by maximum condition, dt by dr is equal to 0. So and at r is equal to, now on the face, on the cylindrical face, means outer face of that solid rod, r is equal to what? Capital R. R is equal to capital R. What is the temperature given? T is, what is the surface temperature of the cylinder? T is Tw. So these are the two boundary conditions you are having. And now we have to solve the further case, because we are going to use these two boundary conditions to determine constant C1 and C2. Let's do it here. Now first boundary condition पुट करने के लिए आपको प्रॉपर इक्वेशन चूज करना पड़ेगा, एक्सप्रेशन चूज करना पड़ेगा 1 और 2. देखो क्या दिया है, r is equal to 0, dt by dr की टर्म दी है तो आप पहला यूज करेंगे. यहाँ r is equal to r, t दिया है तो आप दूसरा यूज करोगे. t is equal to tw, तो ये नहीं यूज करेंगे, t वाला एक्सप्रेशन यूज करोगे. यहाँ dt by dr दिया है तो you are going to use equation 1. So put it. This first boundary condition I am putting in the first equation. Why? Because dt by dr is given. So tell me what is going to happen. dt by dr is 0 is equal to r is 0, anything multiplied by r is 0 plus c1 by r, and r is 0. तो आप बोलेंगे सर anything by 0 is what? Anything is what? It is undeterminate quantity. So आप बोलोगे सर c1 is undeterminate? No. This equation we can't solve mathematically. But यहाँ देखो, this equation is obtained from what? This expression is obtained from this one only. तो आप ये undeterminate आ रहा है, you can't determine the value of c1 by this expression. ये equation, this equation is the result of this equation. So better to put here and check what value of c1 is coming. At r is equal to 0. r की वैल्यू मैंने 0 पुट की तो anything multiplied by 0 लेफ्ट हैंड साइड 0 हो जाएगा. 0 is equal to r की वैल्यू 0 है तो ये भी टर्म 0 हो जाएगी. 0 and plus c1. तो मुझे लगता है this is the best equation to determine c1 is equal to 0 आपको मिल गया. It is not an undeterminate quantity. It is c1 is 0. So यहाँ से नहीं मिल रहा था हमें because equation becomes undeterminate. So I have used this expression to get the value of c1. और गलत उसमें कुछ नहीं है क्योंकि ये इक्वेशन इसी इक्वेशन से डिराइव हुआ है, आया है. ओके, सो c1 is 0. So c1 0 हुआ तो इसमें क्या क्या कैंसिल होगा? देखो इक्वेशन 1 और इक्वेशन 2 में अगर c1 0 हुआ तो क्या कैंसिल होगा? ये टर्म कैंसिल हो जाएगी और ये भी टर्म कैंसिल हो जाएगी. तो यहाँ सिर्फ एक टर्म बच रही है और इस एक्सप्रेशन में ये और ये टर्म बच रही है. ओके, सो आई गॉट द फर्स्ट कांस्टेंट c1 is equal to 0. लेट अस से इक्वेशन 3. Now we are going next. I am going to put the second expression. T is equal to, तो आप second equation use करोगे. T is TW is equal to minus GR square by 4K. सेकंड टर्म हम लेंगे ये क्यों? क्योंकि ऑलरेडी C1 0 होने के कारण कैंसिल हो चुकी है. प्लस C2. तो व्हाट इज C2? C2 is TW plus GR square by 4K. So I got this constant also and this is expression 4. Now मेरे पास दोनों कांस्टेंट है C1 and C2. Put this constant in what is our objective? Temperature distribution. So T, expression 2. Therefore equation 2 becomes, because I am interested in temperature distribution capital T, equation 2 becomes T is equal to, by putting the values of C1 and C2. Okay, तो सेकंड टर्म तो ऑलरेडी यही है क्योंकि C1 का वैल्यू 0 है, कैंसिल. ओनली दो टर्म बाकी है, फर्स्ट एंड थर्ड. सो माइनस GR स्क्वायर बाय 4K प्लस C2. व्हाट इज C2? यहाँ आया है इक्वेशन 4 प्लस TW प्लस GR स्क्वायर बाय 4K. एंड दिस इज द एक्सप्रेशन. Let us say number 5, which gives the temperature distribution, in a not slab. It is a case of cylinder, in a solid cylinder with these three conditions. Now, if anybody interested to determine capital Q, तो capital Q is equal to minus K by Fourier law dt by, instead of x now, it is not Cartesian, we are using dt by dr. Okay, at any value of r, from r is equal to 0 to at this point I want, at this point I want, at this point, any value of r, what is the value of capital Q? That is heat transfer rate. For that I am deriving the equation. So generalize dt by dr, r की वैल्यू मेंशन नहीं है. So minus Ka. What is dt by dr? dt by dr का एक्सप्रेशन आपको याद है, मैंने यहाँ ही लिखा था. क्या था वो जरा देखो. I will write it again because I don't have a reference. हमारा पहला एक्सप्रेशन क्या था? 1 by r d by dr of r dt by dr is equal to minus g by k. I am again solving. So d by dr, r dt by dr is equal to minus gr by k. ये r इस तरफ आएगा तो r dt by dr is equal to minus z r square by twice a plus c1. ओके, तो आई थिंक dt by dr था हमारा माइनस z r by twice a plus c1 by r. ये एक्सप्रेशन था हमारा इक्वेशन 1. ये मेरे पास नहीं था तो मैंने इसका यूज किया. ओके, तो गलती से मुझसे वो रद्द हुआ था तो मैंने वो इक्वेशन 1 यूज करना है मुझे. dt by dr की वैल्यू क्या आई थी ये आपने ऑलरेडी लिखा है, मेरे पास नहीं था वो रद्द हो गया तो मैंने फिर से वापस लिखा. dt by dr is equal to minus gr by twice a plus c1 by r. इसमें से ये टर्म तो कैंसिल हो चुकी है. क्यों? क्योंकि c1 की वैल्यू 0 आई थी, सिर्फ एक टर्म बची थी. तो dt by dr क्या है? जस्ट पुट इट हियर. इट इज माइनस gr by twice a, माइनस gr by twice a. ये टर्म ऑलरेडी कैंसिल हो चुकी है. क्यों? क्योंकि c1 0 है. तो व्हाट इज आंसर ऑफ कैपिटल Q? व्हाट इज आंसर ऑफ कैपिटल Q? माइनस माइनस मल्टीप्लिकेशन में प्लस होगा, k और k कैंसिल होगा तो इट becomes a into z into r, a into z into r. तो फाइनली कैपिटल Q is equal to a z into r. So this is the expression for determining heat transfer rate at any value of r, right from the center to outer surface of the cylinder. Okay, so this is a generalized expression. आपको सरफेस पे चाहिए, इस पॉइंट पे हीट ट्रांसफर रेट चाहिए तो r इज इक्वल टू कैपिटल R पुट करो. सेंटर पे हीट ट्रांसफर रेट चाहिए तो r इज इक्वल टू 0 पुट करो. आपको Q 0 ही मिलेगा बिकॉज़ टेंपरेचर T इज मैक्सिमम. ओके, or at any value of r you can calculate it, that is the heat transfer rate. So this is the end of the derivation with the conditions mentioned here. Now we are going to solve similar sort of equations, but in that case the outer surface of this cylinder is exposed to surrounding fluid. So how it proceeds, that we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.